Hey guys, and welcome back to season 13 of AOR, and today we are at Japan for the Suzuka circuit, which is one of the best on the calendar, especially because of that first sector, which is just such a joy to drive. I missed out last time in Monza because I was away on holiday, but hopefully I should be back to good form this race, as it is one of the Grand Prix I enjoy more on this game. So hopefully I can do well. And with that, let's get into qualifying. And here we go, coming down the hill, crushing the line. And as you can see, I've already set a time, but that's not gonna get us anywhere special. So hopefully I can nail this lap, as it is gonna be my final lap, as the tire wear on this circuit is dreadful, so you can't get 2 attempts, as we nailed the first corner pretty much. Now we're going to this sweeping section where I decided to keep it in 4th all the way, even though it probably is faster to go up to 5th, but I only found that out after the race, so that's a bit annoying for me. But it's been not perfect, as I just clipped the grass there, but it's been a good lap so far. Now coming into these 2 sweeping corners here, down to 3rd, trying not to cut it, as it's very easy to do so. We should now head up for the hairpin here, where it's very difficult not to lock up, but I managed just fine to get it turned in and then get on the power. It's probably the most difficult traction zone on this circuit. So we now head down towards Spoon. This is just pretty straightforward left-hander, as I think I've been nailing it pretty much in all my qualifying laps. Stay in 4th gear, just wait and go easy on the power. We now head down to 130R, which obviously isn't much of a challenge in this game, as it's just flat out, so it's barely a corner, but it's obviously still exciting. So we head now, just I didn't really hit the curb, but still managed to find. We now head down for the chicane, down to 2nd gear, clip it as much as you can, and again for the 2nd, and now it's just eagerly getting on the power here. It's very difficult, this downhill bit. We're gonna come across the line. It's gonna be 3rd place, so my best qualifying yet in AOR, so I'm very pleased with that. And let's get into the race. So we're here on the grid, the 5 lights are about to go out in my highest position ever, so I'm shitting myself currently because I don't really know what to do here on the grid, as we are away. And we're here up with Midget and all around us. Take it a bit cautiously into the first corner, because I don't know what I'm getting into. Oh, I just got, that's close. Midget just braked a little bit and I got a warning, but nothing too serious. So we got CJ behind us, decides to back out luckily, as we try and just follow these 2 guys ahead, because obviously I do think they are much faster than me. Obviously you couldn't see that, but I was a 2nd behind all rounders. His qualifying was just insane. But I was quite close to CJ, so we should have similar pace as we head into, I think it's Decade Corner or something, I can't quite remember what it's called. It's quite single file at the moment, as we have to get onto the back straight before there are really opportunities to overtake. Whereas, Midget's gone onto the grass, maybe we can sneak it up the inside. He's still on the outside, now he's got the better traction, but there was definitely an opportunity there. Let's hope that he messes up on the next lap as well, and maybe we'll be better prepared for it and can make the move. But he's nearly got a run here into Spoon, and actually had to go a bit wide, and he's gone a bit wide as well. Midget doesn't seem that sorted for this first lap. He's made a few mistakes here and there, but maybe we can slipstream him now, as we've got no one behind us, so there's every chance. But it's just 130R, so it's probably better to back out as I do. Maybe we can dive it up the inside. Come on, launch it. Yeah, here we go. Over the curb, just try and block him off. Oh, he's on the inside. It's very well done by Mitch there. But we should still have the slipstream down the straight, as all rounders just disappeared into the distance. So we are not going to see him for the rest of the race, I think, as we've now got CJ behind us. Now he backs out, because we don't really want to make a move into the first corners. That's just a bit too dangerous, as Mitch wants right again. So maybe there should be some opportunities to take on Midget, because he's definitely not got his head down at the start. It's now cut on to lap 3 here, as DRS is enabled, so obviously we're going to be able to use that on Midget, but CJ is also going to be able to use that on us. As Midget's one right again, that's us into P2. I mean, I'm trying all new heights here. I've never been up here before in AR, so it's a pleasant change, I must say. But obviously I know that I probably can't keep it for long, as we've now cut late onto that lap as CJ are now coming over inside. He's going to do it in 130. I know he decides to wait, but I sort of bottle it and go the curb, but I managed to block him here, as I didn't really want to give the position back here, but obviously that's just going to give him best position possible to slipstream me down the straight. Yeah, and he's so close behind me. I don't really think there's much to do with the DRS now. He just steams past me here. Maybe I can get back into turn 1. No, I want a bit right here. And that's another warning. I've got a few of those, so I think there might be a penalty looming ahead. Ooh, let's see, it goes very slowly into that corner, and I cut that a bit too much because of it, and that's a penalty, so that's obviously very annoying, but I'm going to have to live with that. As we now cut onto lap 4, as Midget, after bottling it, has sort of found himself, and now he's going right past us into 130 out for the first time, and he decided not to wait, so I had to go off track. There wasn't really anything else I could do, because if we're just going to collide and spin into the wall, and I'm not really interested in that, considering I'm that far up the grid as I am. But now we've caught Midget on the next lap, and he did it again, so that's us into P1. Obviously the guys ahead of me have pitted, but I'm still sort of legitimately in P1, so I was kind of psyched about that. But obviously I'm going to have to pit at the end of this lap now, as you can see, and we've got Midget right behind us, so it is going to be sort of a race in the pits, obviously, but I do think I've got him covered, as I do have a bit of space, and we come out, we go into the pits behind him, so yeah, no contest there. I decided to do a hard strategy, so I'm not going to box for, something like lap 17, 18 maybe, so I shouldn't have any problem with tires, as now Midget has caught us after the pit stops, and he's probably going to try and do the same move that CJ tried to do on us, but I didn't quite block him as well as I did before, so now yeah, he goes past me there, and I think I'm just a tad behind to make slipstream, because it's very difficult to overtake in the first corner, but I'm gonna give it a go. Can I get alongside him? No, I decided to back out of it, because we're probably just gonna collide if I committed to that, so that's a bit annoying. So we lost a few positions here, which obviously isn't great, considering I was legitimately P2 at one point, as now we've been caught by Riley Boys, who's on the medium, so that is expected. But hopefully my hard tires can last longer into the race, and we can get our position back that way. But he's not quite past us yet, so hopefully I can defend myself going down this straight. But I just sort of lose it here on the hill, because it's very difficult to go flat out with the hard tire. So he should be able to slipstream past us, but he's not really got the best run. I think I should be able to maybe do the cutback here. He goes way too deep, and I keep the line here, but he's on the inside right now, and I think, ooh, that was close, but I have to budge and let him through, because he did kind of put me in an awkward position there, but I think I'd probably done the same if I was in his position. We've now gone to lap 14, and we've been caught by Vasak here, as you can see, in the Mercedes, and he just went past us, no issue there, and I'm P7. Which I think might be my legitimate position, with all a lot of people doing different strategies, so I don't really know where I am on track, as we've now been caught by LTS on the medium tires. I think this race has turned into shit. It started really well, but now I'm just getting overtaken left, right and center here. I'm soon going to be outside the points if I don't pick myself up. I think my pace on these hard tires are terrible, because on the soft they're very good, but now we cut ahead to lap 18 as nothing really happened, and now I thought I might be able to go on the mediums, but I decided not to risk it and stick with the hards, because I didn't want to get a puncture on the last lap as I did in one of my test races before. So that's just a security choice, but as you can see, absolutely nothing happened, but I'm here to finish, looks like P8, but I've got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so if Chirac doesn't have any, that'll be P9 for me, as I don't really know what happened, to be honest. I thought I was doing well until we boxed for hards, and then my pace just disappeared. And as you can see, it is P9, as Chirac didn't have any penalties, unfortunately. So that's P9, even though I was actually leading at one point, so I'm quite disappointed by that. But congratulations to All Rounder for winning, and as you can see, he won by like 2/10 or something. which is quite incredible. And there, Allrounder and Kimunda's fight for the championship, which is quite incredible. As we're now going to the standings, as you can see, it's very, very close. I think only 9 points between them with only 2 rounds to go. I mean, a DNF could be so crucial if one of them just gets out of turn 1 next time very badly, so that's going to be very exciting to follow. As we now head down to, sadly, the part where I'm in, where you can see I'm in P18 with 14 points for the season. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get more than that, but obviously I'll give it my best, and I'll see you next time.